So record, yeah.
Please go ahead.
It's very happy afternoon and all. So present here. Now she's a very passionate young woman, a lovable mother for two beautiful daughters. Her heart is so beautiful than her expression. I always cherish the conversation what we had with her, because the amount of knowledge what she has, I always enjoy that conversation with her. She's none other than our G Shanmugapriya. So calling on to the presenter 2.0, Shanmugapriya, the floor is yours. Please, with all the very best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Happy afternoon and warm welcome to all the participants for my Self-Discovery 2.0. I'm Shanmugapriya. I'm a homemaker. I'm a mom of 2 kids. I would like to begin my session with a quote: knowing others is intelligence, knowing yourself is true wisdom, mastering others is strength, mastering yourself is true power. Next, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Ratnaswamy sir, Sunny ji, and my mentor Bhupalan sir, who has guided me and from whom I have learned a lot, who have guided me throughout all my counseling sessions. Thank you, sir. And all the MiDNA family members from whom I have got some indirect learning also through the self-discovery sessions, DDS, the WhatsApp conversations, and so on. Showing gratitude is one of the simplest, most powerful things that human can do for each other. Next, overview of my report. This is my UID, majority of C3s, and I have an X in my right parietal also. I'm intuitive, I'm an auditory learner, my working memory is high, I'm a right brainer, I have high energies on temporal and prefrontal lobes. Music is high because of the temporals, and nature is low in my multiple intelligence profile. And my convergent thinking is more, and I always make decisions from the heart, and my lifestyle is perceptive. My flexibility level is a bit low according to the report. But as a mother, my flexibility level is increased a bit nowadays. I know because of the kids and the family, I have to be flexible for them. According to my personality, the 100% cognitive nature, I'm independent, and I always feels confident to my inner choice. I always have a fire inside me to excel in things which I am into. And I have high energies and temporal, which right temporal has got more energy than the left. I'm a feeling and emotion oriented person. I always expect love and affection from others. Now, as a mother, as a family person, I started giving the love and affection to my kids, to the family, and to the people around, so that the expectation is less nowadays. And also there are high energies in the prefrontal, doesn't allow me to sit idle at home. I always wanted something to be executed, otherwise the energies will be wasted. So as my kids started growing up, I felt an empty space for myself, and I always wanted I have to do something. This time only, I felt some time for myself, and I've taken this GPP for me. And my frontals and temporals are cognitive, which supported me throughout my academics, my schooling, and the university's prefrontal lobes were supportive. All throughout my academics were so good. I always topped in all my schooling in college. I was a department topper in my college, and I was a centum scorer in my school mathematics, higher secondary mathematics. So it supported me a lot. As Ratnaswamy sir always says, the higher energy in the temporal always finds a reason to come, doesn't listen to the class continuously because the auditory is high. I also always find a reason to go out of the class during a long hour lectures. I felt very bored. Sometimes, most of the times, I slept in the class. I participated in all the extracurricular and co-curricular activities, but purposefully I avoided sports. I know now because of the right parietal C3X. I know that. Previously, I don't know why. I don't want to participate in all the sports activities. I purposefully avoided. And comparatively, my occipital has low energies compared to all the other lobes. Now I understand that I have to set a goal and timeline for myself. Otherwise, I won't execute the things. And at times, because of my high temporal, my anger shoots up and I shout at my kids at times. But later I realized, and it is not good. And I'll explain to my kids, because all this, the lockdown times were very crucial for me. I'll always be shouting at them, running back at them, kids. So now I felt it was because of my high temporals, and realized now I shouldn't be like this. I'm controlling myself and I'm nurturing this part. And I always explain to my kids that what I want, to be patient at times. So that's I'll always I never tried many new things in my life because of high self-esteem. I always feared what people think of me if anything went wrong, because of the negative feedbacks or the negative outcomes. I never tried few things in my life. My working memory is very high, which helped me to manage some current situations. Like when in the school or colleges, even though I was not able to listen to the classes, because of this working memory, at the last minute preparation, I'll prepare at the last time, but I will definitely write my exams well. And my frontals and temporals supported me for that. At in if in any situations, if any unethical things are happened in front of me, I always had the courage to go directly and tell in front of the person that what you did was wrong, but in a polite way. Though I am cognitive, I don't only if I shout out to only to the close family members, but for others, I'll just maintain a because of my steadiness, I maintain a balance. I just make them understand that was my lifestyle. And I always wanted reasons to do something. That's very true. I now know this is because of my personality. If anything I have to do, or any small things or the rituals, anything, I need some reasons. For first I have to get convinced, and then only I can follow. But for the people say, because I'm a right brainer, and I, because of the high energies and the right temper, I sometimes do it for people. I definitely don't will not say no directly, but for me, I need some for my clarification. And nurturing played a major role in my life. I was brought up in a family where relationships, humanity, ethics, and equality are more important than assets and liabilities. So this is what I am following to my kids also. Though my decisions are from the heart, I would like to tell one example from my life. Before that I was working as a software engineer. Some for marriage, I after marriage I stopped working. When I was working, I got an opportunity to go for on-site, and my mom and my grandfather didn't allow me to go because they were so affectionate, and I had to reject the offer. Many people were longing for that on-site opportunity, but for two times it came to me, and because of my feelings, I wanted to be with them. Because of my revenge, I wanted to be with my family. So everybody's happiness is important, so I rejected. Now also, inside I wanted something to do for myself, but to the family constraint, I wanted to be for my kids fully. I wanted to take care of the in-laws, so that I think, okay, I'm a little bit satisfied in this life. That's why I've not gone to any job or anything. And also, my personality doesn't allow me to work under someone. I think this is because of this cognitive nature. I got offers also to work as a teacher in one school, but I said, oh, okay, whether will I be able to work under someone, will I be able to follow someone instructions. Before knowing my personality, I was thinking, and I said, okay, I simply rejected, not knowing directly telling the reason, but I said I have to take care of the family. So I said no. Afterwards I'll join, like that. I told them, and sometimes. Sometimes I feel that I got the independence in my family life. That's why I think I am stable at home. Uh, Due to my nature, I want now in my family situation. My husband is taking care of his work, finance, everything. I will not interfere in that part. I am taking care of the family, my kids, their studies, academics. So I found the independence here, and I am happy with it. That's why my harmony level is also high, I think. Now, after this GPP, I knew I have to do something for myself. I have some potentials, unused potentials within inside. So I know hereafter I thought of planning to do a psychology masters. I think if everything goes well, I'll be doing that also. And this is my disk profile. Steadiness, as a right brainer, my steadiness is high comparatively. The next is I'm an S and I personalities. I always uh, care for others. That is very true, evident, throughout my life. But there is a compliance is bit low, but I say that it is not too low. I'm an organized person. I like to be well organized and everything to be kept neat, and social is high. That's why I think I am here with MiDNA Global taking this GPP and doing counseling for. I felt very happy while meeting the clients, talking with, because of my extroversion nature and also the right brain nature. I felt very happy throughout the counseling sessions. I prepared well before the counseling because my execution, the energies on prefrontals is a little bit higher than my planning part, the C2 in the right. So I always, and sequential thinking is also a bit faster. Sometimes I try to forget few things. So I will, before meeting clients, I will start writing the points, the important things that need to be delivered to the clients, and also to the, I take a note, and then I'll go for the counseling. And now I am going to share my experiences uh, with all the clients. So for I've done 26 counselings, and he's my first client. He's correspondent of a famous school in our area. His to all the lobes are effective except the temporal lobes. First, I took the scan for his son, and after the counseling session, and he was so happy, and he wanted the genetic brain profiling to be done for himself, and he was so happy. And because of this client, I got 10 more scans through him. He referred me 10 of his students. He, because of this high energy, his temporals, left temporal, high energies and left temporal, he just expressed how he felt with the GPP to all the too few parents he met. He is a right brainer, and his music and word are the highest among the multiple intelligence. In the disc compliance is bit higher than the steadiness C and S personality, and his focus is on the process. His work is towards the people. That is why he's in the school managing people. He feels so satisfied, and his energy is extroversion. And sense, he's a sensory learner, and diverging is more, and his decisions are from the heart. Lifestyle is judgment, and adaptiveness is high. Because of his adaptiveness, the Lord for nurturing happened in his life. He picked up so many things well, and he's now in a respectful position in the society because of this adaptiveness. And his temporal supported him in his career, the marketing, everything, and the steadiness part, compliance made him to follow the set of safety rules, standards, everything required for the school, and steadiness to the staff, people, and the parents. He maintained a positive relationship, and he was so happy. And he has given the feedback also. I've included at the last. He was so happy about the GPP, and after this also he'll be giving more scans to us. And I'm happy to have him as a client. And this is one of the next person. This person has EX in the right prefrontal, and also the R3 in the right prefrontal, and the cognitive temporals. So she's a left brainer, and she has high energies on the temporal and prefrontal. That because of this X, the energy flows towards the left, and the music and the word are high. Spiritual quotient is high. She's more analytic, and the dominance is more higher than the influence, and the compliance a bit equal, and steadiness. The focus is on the goal and performance, and the work is on task and technology, and the decision, the process is convergent processing. And she is a principal of the same school. First, out of curiosity, she came to us, and she told, I wanted to just take the scan for myself to just let know what are the details and what I am getting through the report. So after the report interpretation, she told, oh, these are all the things that I have been facing. She faced some few issues with the like in the leadership skills, how to the handling the staff, the students. She faced some issues, but she's now her age is 50, and because of the nurturing has happened, because of the realizations, she has changed a lot now. But but the initial stages of her career, she faced so many difficult situations because of this small X in the right prefrontal and also R3. So she also was very happy about the report interpretation, and also happily taken the nurturing part. And one more client, see so many X's in the right side of the, is a typical left brainer, and also a capital X in the right frontal. And there are high energies on left part of temporal, parietal, and prefrontals. Word and logic are high, and the people smart is obviously low because of the X's, so many X's, and his analytical nature is high. And this is and C and D are higher than the I and S. There is few issues in work front when dealing with the staffs, and also some minor issues in family life. Because of the supportive, we have taken stand for the life partner also. Because of the supportive and understanding partner, after counseling session, I found this. Because of the supportive and understanding partner, this person's life is not so complicated. It goes on well, and he felt so connected throughout the counseling session, and accepted the nurturing part. Initially, I thought how, because he's a typical left brainer, I thought how he will accept this and how he's going to react. Initially, I had a fear, but throughout the counseling session, he opened up and he said, yes, these were some issues I'm facing now. He opened up and literally accepted. It was very like happy for me that what I thought he would be different, but on the like during the counseling session, he's so different. He is sometimes at times he was caring also. He was a caring father also. When it is triggered only, he'll be like this, that because of the small X. Otherwise, he leads a normal life. He is very like understanding also. Whenever there is a conflict between him and his life partner, there were few times he was the one who said first sorry, and made everything like work out after a small fight. So it was a bit surprising for me, and I'm quite happy about this. And he accepted the nurturing part also. And next, this these are the reports of my kids. The elder one is 10 years old. I have two little angels. Elder one is 10 years old, and the younger one is 5 years old. The elder one is 70% cognitive, and the younger one is cognitive in the right temporal, and otherwise she is 90% the affective kid. And uh, curriculum, both elder one is the accelerated learner and the younger one is multidisciplinary learner. Both are auditory learners, and for both of them, working memory is high, and both are right brainers. And abstract sequential is high for both of them. For the elder one, word, nature, and cosmic are high, and self and logic are low. For the young one, music, word, and cosmic are high, people and picture smart is low. And this for the elder one, dominance is greater. D, she's a D and S. She's a combination of D and S, and the younger one is yes, steadiness is high. She's like always wanted to be with people. She loves to be with people. She loves to be cuddled and hugged. But the elder one, she's because of the cognitive prefrontals, she always wanted some reasons to do things. But the younger ones need only the motivation and encouragement. I'm following two different parenting techniques for two of my kids, but at the final output, I'll make them be in line with both of them. The energy is both of them are extroverts and they are sensory learners, and the process is converging for both of them. Only the difference is the decision making part. The elder one is thinking and the younger one is a feeler. And the lifestyle, both of them are perceptive. They are not judgmental. And the person, and for the elder one, adaptability is low. For the younger one, adaptability is high. I can now say that both of them are doing very good in academics because of I came to know that elder one needs a little motivation and little support, but the younger one needed lot of motivation and encouragement because of her affective nature. Both of them participated in participates in all their school extracurricular curricular activities, and both of them wins prizes in everything. These were the drawings done by my elder one. Her occipitals are have high energy. Nature smart is so good, and also her parietals are strong. She likes colors. She loves colors. She likes to be participated in all the sports. She takes parts in the skating, like archery, everything. And the younger one, influenced by her sister and gets motivation from the environment, she also excels in all the activities she participated. My elder daughter always participated in all the oratorical competitions, and she won few prizes also. Her word smart is high. And these were the pictures clicked when my younger one participated in some of the competitions. And this, we can take it as an example for my creativity also. I knew this only after my kids started schooling, and I will take reference from somewhere. I have to do this, and because of the cognitive nature, and also the intuitive final output is my way. And I'll just take the references from where finally I will not do all those things. I'll do it in a different way. And she wants all the first prizes in all the fancy dress and the the Tamil oratorical, the storytelling, and she is very fond of pets because of her caring nature. And these are the feedbacks. I always hesitate to get feedbacks from my clients. So only very few of them I got feedback from. Very few of them. This is a feedback from a mother. We took GPP for herself and also for her daughter. Genetic brain profiling gives us a clear knowledge about my daughter's behavior. It helps us to mold her, and now we know what she needs from us and how to motivate her. And the next feedback is from a businessman. I have done genetic brain profiling without any expectations, and after the counseling, it was a total different experience, and I'm happy that I have done this now. Overall, it was great. And this feedback is from my first client, the school correspondent. It
The audio is not audible.
I think, Shanmugapriya, when you share the screen, there is an audio tick mark will be there. You have to put a tick mark there.
is it not audible?
Yeah. Stop the share screen share.
Okay, sir.
Reshare. Share screen.
Okay.
And one small box will be there. Add audio, system audio. In the share screen, no.
The bottom you can see before sharing. In the bottom you can see.
Okay, sir. Before sharing.
You just click the share button.
Okay, sir.
And see the bottom on the left hand side.
Share after clicking the share button.
Yeah, exactly.
No, before clicking.
Share. Yes, sir. Share sound.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, go back to the PowerPoint.
Is it visible?
Yeah, now you play.
அவங்ககிட்ட இருந்து கால் வந்தது.
Yeah, now you okay.
நாங்கள் ரிப்போர்ட் வந்துச்சு சார், இதை பற்றி ஒரு சின்ன டிஸ்கஷன்ஸ் இருக்குது அப்படின்னாங்க. சரி, ஓகே. நாங்கள் டிஸ்கஷன்ஸ் உட்காரப்போ ஃபஸ்ட்டு எனக்கு ரொம்ப இம்ப்ரெஸ் ஆனது உங்களுடைய ரிப்போர்ட். அந்த ரிப்போர்ட் கார்டு பார்த்தோன்னே ப்ரைமரி, செகண்டரி, யூனிவர்சிட்டி லெவல் வரைக்கும் எஜுகேஷனை வந்து ரிப்போர்ட் பண்ணியிருந்தீங்க. ஸோ அண்ட் தென் அவனோட எக்ஸ்ட்ரா கரிக்குலர் ஆக்டிவிட்டீஸ் எப்படி இருப்பான், அண்ட் தென் வந்து எந்தெந்த சப்ஜெக்டில் அவனோட பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் எப்படி இருக்கும். ஸோ இது எல்லாமே வெறும் ஃபிங்கர் பிரிண்ட் ஸ்கேனிங்கில் நம்மளுக்கு கிடைக்கிது அப்படிங்கிறப்ப இட்ஸ் அ வெரி குட் ஜாப்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது, இட்ஸ் அ கிரேட் ஜாப் அப்படின்னு தான் நான் சொல்லணும். அண்ட் தென் அவங்க எங்களுக்கு எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ண அந்த ஒரு விதம் எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருந்தது. ஸோ ஒவ்வொன்றையும் அவனோட லிங்க் பண்ணி அவனோட கேரக்டர்ஸ், அவன் எந்த மாதிரி செய்வான், இது எல்லாமே ஒரு கூட அவனுக்கு வந்து இப்போ ஒரு 12 years ஆச்சு. ஸோ ஒரு 10 வருஷம் அவனோட இருந்து பார்த்த மாதிரி அவ்வளோ கிளியராக எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணாங்க. ஸோ வெரி குட் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் எனக்கும். ஸோ நாங்கள் யூஸ்வலாக எங்கள் ஸ்கூலில் எவ்ரி இயர் கேரியர் கைடன்ஸ் ப்ரோக்ராம் கண்டக்ட் பண்ணுவோம். ஸோ கம்பேர் டு கேரியர் கைடன்ஸ் ப்ரோக்ராம், நம்ம இந்த மெத்தடு எனக்கு ரெண்டையும் நான் கம்பேர் பண்ணுறப்ப, ஸோ எங்களால் கேரியர் கைடன்ஸ் ப்ரோக்ராமில் என்னென்ன கோர்சஸ் அவைலபிள் இருக்குது, உனக்கு எது வேணுமோ நீங்கள் செலக்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம்னு நாங்கள் சொல்கிறோம். பட் இதில் உன்னுடைய பர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் எங்கே இருக்குது, நீ எந்த சப்ஜெக்டில் பர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் பண்ண முடியும், உனக்கு என்ன தேவைங்கிறது ஒரு இன்டர்னலாக அவனோட கெப்பாசிட்டி என்னங்கிறது நீங்கள் எடுத்து ரிப்போர்ட்டாக கொடுக்குறீங்க. ஸோ அது குழந்தைங்களுக்கும் அண்ட் தென் வந்து பேரண்ட்ஸுக்கும் ரொம்ப ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும்னு நாங்கள் நினைக்கிறோம். இன் ஃப்யூச்சர் மிட்னா குளோபலோடு நாங்கள் டைப் பண்ணி ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்கும் இது வந்து மேண்டேட்ரியாக பண்ணால் கூட பேரண்ட்ஸுக்கு ரொம்ப ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். ஸோ எனிவே, மிட்னா குளோபல் அண்ட் இஸ் டூயிங் எ கிரேட் ஜாப், அண்ட் தேங்க்ஸ் டு மிட்னா குளோபல் அண்ட் ஷண்முகப்பிரியா. தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.
And after GPP, I started accepting people as such, and I understood everyone is unique in their own way, and also realized that self-realization is the starting point of new phase of life. And I thank each and every participant who listened to me for so long. And thank you everyone. And that's all for my presentation.
Yeah, thank you, Shanmugapriya. And now I would like to go for the our Zoom poll, and let everybody complete it, and then we will take the feedback. And conclude this session with the concluding remarks. Yeah. The viewers can now go through the poll and give your feedback, and then we will open the verbal audio feedback as well. Yeah, now the forum is open. Anyone would like to just congratulate her or give feedback, you can do so. Yes, Bhavana, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, Shanmugapriya. That was a very nice, short, crisp, and to the point presentation. You completed the whole thing in 35 minutes, but you had all the ingredients and all the requirements that are to be there for a self-discovery. I can see that you always talk to the point. You don't talk in a very roundabout way. So probably that's why you had all the points and you didn't stretch it longer. And your understanding of the functions seemed to be quite good. And more than anything else, what impressed me maximum was that here is a first-hand benefit, first-hand for us, where I'm hearing how you have benefited from GBP in understanding your own children. And you were able to bring out the difference in them, and you're able to nurture them to their requirement. This is a great boon which genetic brain profiling is giving all parents. And this is such a classic example for that. Like so many times I have felt when I was bringing up my children, I wish I wouldn't have made those mistakes if I had known about their internal brain functioning. If GBP had taught me what GBP has taught me now, if it had taught me then. So that's why I was so thrilled to hear that you have made use of GBP and you're nurturing your children accordingly, which is really great. And this is my hope and prayer that we reach every parent like this so that the children are nurtured in the right way. Thank you so much for your presentation. I wish you all the best, and so good that you made an inroad into the school and you've impressed the school principal so much. Thank you so much, Shanmugapriya. All the best to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your encouraging words. Thank you, ma'am.
Anyone else? Yes, Bhupalan.
Yes, Shanmugapriya.
Sir.
It was crystal clear. So really, it's absolutely, you live on to your UID only. It's crystal clear. I like the way you parent your child. Whenever I had the conversation, you always say, so the values is very important. So the to the point, but this is what I want, but this is how they should be also. So on all the things you understood very clearly, as well as you, and you are also giving to the next generation. So that was very fantastic. And the feedback from the school and as well as the two things was really awesome. And the amount of impact and what you made to them is really, really good. So keep it up. It's a long way to go. So I'll keep exploring.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Ravi, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, Shanmugapriya, madam. As both of them have mentioned, you are very clear to the, go to the point, and your presentation is good. And you have grown to this level in this, GBP reporting. that you could convince the correspondent, and the kind of testimonial which he has given is really impressive. I'm sure that he will, think on that. But it's the right time that we should keep giving him some more reports of the students of that school. So he will get further sensitized on that, and he will make that, that career counseling program only through the GBP. So it's a good effort and wonderful and long journey to go. All the best to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Shanmugapriya ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Ma'am, shall I be honest, ma'am? I was so happy the way you're presenting, talking about your daughters and the testimony. I was like, wow, first off, I was waiting, ma'am, but I didn't expect you to finish it so soon. But very nice, ma'am. I really respect your journey, and I really love the testimonial that the person gave, such an impactful testimonial. And I'm so happy that GBP is helping you so much in your life in terms of nurturing your children also. So I wish you the very best, ma'am, and thank you so much for your
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, anyone else?
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Shanmugapriya. Good evening, family. Wonderful presentation. And I think, as everybody said, the feedback was excellent. I think this is a model testimonial for all of us. I think this is going to take you a long way, and I wish you all the best. And the way you have presented is like very clear, very precise, and I think one of its kind. Thank you, and wish you all the best.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, the next session, some more time is there, so we'll have a few more points discussed, and then we will wind up this session. Yes, appreciations have been already done, and I do agree there is no denial about it. For the self-discovery 2.0, it's definitely of a very high quality, and you have done more than 20 scans, so that again puts you in a very high advantageous position of confidence, having seen more counseling. And I know you being more cognitive and right brainer, with lesser inputs, you might have done the counseling. So without understanding, you cannot give counseling. So for the cognitive brains, getting into the scans, they get into it, then they learn very well. So affective brains learn fast, but then they take more time to get into the deeper one. But the cognitive brains take a shorter time, longer time to get in, but once they get in, practicals definitely helps them a lot in understanding the genetic brain profiling report. And I think you have proved that it is possible to learn it with 20-25 scans. That's a feedback. And second thing is you made it very short and sweet. That's nice. In a way, it is nice. Now coming to the what and all could have been done, and one of the participants had asked, is there any SOP for giving? Yes, SOPs are there. Self-discovery 1.0, you talk about your whole journey, right from childhood till now, and you can explain how your personal life is connected, reflected, correlated with the genetic brain profiling report. That is good enough. Okay, minimum of 30 minutes and maybe 45 minutes is good enough for that. But when you come to the self-discovery 2.0, you must make it 45 minutes, because now you have more counseling experiences there. Show more UIDs to bring it, to make it 40 minutes or 45 minutes, because it's very important that out of 25 scans, I'm sure, or out of 20 scans, 5 scans will be worth putting across. You can add your family members, your parents, your in-laws, because all of them gives a understanding that everybody comes to live with you have an agenda by the nature, and they want to fulfill that or to do that one. That's very important. So that is something very interesting for us also to learn, because a mother and a father gets a mother who is, or the wife who is who has come to fulfill the deficiencies, the challenges that they have, and then both of them will have some challenges. Children come to fulfill them, and like that, parents also would be have done some role in positioning ourselves in the family. So this is like a chess game. Every coin around us are coming to fill a place that is very ideal and right for them. So similarly, our life also, people around us, everybody's brain profile report will have something to learn. And I would advise the coming self-discovery sessions, this is how you should focus. 5 reports you should take, and 5 people's life you should discuss. Your personal report has been already discussed, so you can only use it for connecting with the other reports to tell that I am like this, my child is like this, I am like this, and my spouse is like this, my parents are like this, I am like this. So to correlate and to connect, you can use their reports as well. So if you take 5 reports and ensure that 5 minutes each minimum we talk, we would have around 25 minutes very easily. And probably you can add something more, this testimonials and feedbacks could be another 10 minutes. So 25 plus 10 should be around 35 minutes, maybe feedback 10 minutes, 45 minutes. And probably we can wind it up with the concluding remarks in 1 hour's time. So please just go through a rehearsal of time and ensure that you have a clock in front of you. This is an advice for all of you who are doing presentation, that keep a clock and just see the timing, and 5 minutes every slide, like that you keep. And I'm sure everybody has a lot of things to connect and correlate and tell. So think about it, keep them as bullet points, keywords, so that when you need time, just keep a paper there, some point will be there that you can say so or discuss about it, and then fill the time. Please keep a track of your time. Exceeding the given time or going very less with the time, both of them are a bit of challenge. So please ensure that some enough time is there. 40 minutes, 10 minutes for feedback, 10 minutes for concluding summary, and even if few minutes are extra there, no problem, we can retain. So keep, this is the SOP for. And when it comes to self-discovery 3.0, then it is going to be totally 1 hour, and all the feedback could even go bit beyond that. That's why we have put self-discovery 3.0 at 4 o'clock, so that even if it exceeds for a little longer time, we can still do it. So for self-discovery 3.0, now you have to talk about X reports that are having X. If you have done an 8-page report, you can display the report. You should have a good counseling time with the customer, and testimonial is a must. If you can bring them, one of them, to the live sessions, that will be very great. And discuss about the kind of different small X and capital X you have come with. So self-discovery 2.0, no need to discuss reports of capital X and small x. It's a choice, optional. But when you come for self-discovery 3.0, 8-page report or at least 5 reports of capital X and small x is very important, which means you should have gone through sessions with them and feedbacks from them and testimonial from them and learning from them. What did they say and how did you find them? Because 50 scans totally means you will definitely have 10 scans capital X and small x. You can pick up 5 from them and do at least 2 8-page report, and try to learn from the counseling sessions, DDS sessions, and then you would connect with your customer and get some feedback. So it's a process. You should do it, because self-discovery 1 is self-transformation, and self-discovery 2 is family transformation, and self-discovery 3 is beginning of the social transformation. So I'm sure if we can do this, then we can definitely qualify to be called as Ikigai expert. To some, it may look like that we are too much of perfection or experience we are seeking, but I think everybody agrees would agree with me that Ikigai expert means you must be an expert. You cannot be an expert with 5 scans and 10 scans. So total 50 scans is a good number. We don't want to go to 100 and all. And 50 scans are not difficult in 1 year time, if at all anyone and everyone needs. And now that you have got into some principal or students and school connectivity, I think doing 50 scans would not be a great difficulty. But please spend some time with the individuals who are having the small x and the capital X. Please do that. That means you say them, I would like to discuss with you because I had to give a presentation. I would like to hear your feedback. Take a time, and if possible, you record the conversation, and then later on you can use it for your personal understanding to summarize how much correlation you found or you gave in counseling and how much you learned from them. My dear friends, please remember, whenever there is a capital X and small x, we should shift our mindset towards learner, not a expert. Because every small x and a capital X has a very different story to tell. We may not explore, find out them, but there's a story. Please don't miss them. So you need not immediately talk to them. Let all the counseling be over. While you are presenting your self-discovery session, you choose 5 capital X and small x report and say, I would need your 10 minutes of time. Write some questions that will be probing them, and they would say, yes, no, I don't know, kind of thing, I have not seen. And they are the lessons that we are learning from them. And I think every X and capital X has a very innovative story to tell if they are adults. If they are children, their parents would have something to tell. So please do focus on those deviations for the self-discovery 3.0. That's my suggestion and advice, and that's how it has to go in. Anybody who sees a self-discovery 3.0 would say, yes, it's the masterpiece. That's how all the self-discovery 3.0s to take place. So if you need more time, you can take, but then you must ensure that you give the best possible one. I know some of the earlier 3.0s were not in that order, but I think from today, from next session, all 3.0s will go through me. I will go through the PowerPoints, and some rehearsal session also will be done. And we will prepare ourselves, because that's the ultimate, final exam, Viva for Ikigai expert certification. One is very light. Second 2.0 is in between, and 3.0 means people should come waiting for the 3.0 to happen. That is how you can build your expertise and reputation. I think 50 scans are quite good, and if you can narrate well, communicate well, I think you will grow. You will go miles and do bigger projects as well. Yeah, that's the concluding remark for this session. So with this comments, I would like to just say that you did a good job. I wish more family reports, orientation, correlation had been told. But as far as your clients' testimonials and sessions are concerned, they are very good. I think there's no complaint about it. Maybe you could have added 2 more clients to make it 5, so that time could have been even more consumed. So this, had we gone for a rehearsal, it would have been even better. So next time the mentor has to ensure that some rehearsal is done before self-discovery 2.0 is there, and then 3.0 I'll take care of the presentations because they are not going to be too many in numbers, so we can take time and then go through it. That's it. So for now, it's good. You have done your 2.0. Now you should go ahead and counsel yourself and take DDSS and inputs and complete your 50 scans. And in the meantime, continue to plan for your self-discovery 3.0, because you have to go to your ledger to take up school projects and all. While you are a rewire trainee, it's very difficult for you to take up school projects and all. So you can still continue to do, scans in a retail way, but then school project and a big project can be taken after the 3.0 is done, because that time you will have 20% billing minimum, and then you will have more room to manage the negotiation of the final cost. And for everybody's knowledge, those who are taking up ledger 20% billing, if they are going for big projects, their cost for the report can be negotiated, but it will be a win-win situation for everyone. And that's scope already there. So complete your 3.0 and take ledger, and then work on school projects or company projects and college projects. You will be more comfortable, confident to handle them, and economically also it will be very comfortable for you to negotiate for bigger volumes of scans, and work in a group, build some network, and then work in a group. Yeah, that's the inputs for the others audience who are there. And then I think we can thank you everyone for your participation, and we conclude this session at this point of time. Thank you once again.